Hello, welcome to our new episode of Sockens on the World, the space where travel through the music and cultures of the planet. I am Andrea, and today have pleasure of the with my friends Diego, Emiliano, Gibran, and Isai. How are you?
Hi, my name is Diego.
Hello.
It's great to be
Hi.
recording together again. Today topics excites me a lot. We're going to dive into the music of English culture. And England is not only the cradle of great empire, but also of great sound.
Yeah, from the rock of the 60s to the modern electronica, English music has influenced almost every genre that exists today. It's like a musical DNA that has traveled all over the world.
and it and it does some things are very particular. There's a style, a tone, an energy that you can notice. And when you listen to new arts, you can say this song breathes.
Total. What do you with the star and the 60s is think the scoring everything started to explode worldwide.
Of course, in that decade, the Beatles appeared were revolution popular music. But they weren't alone. There were also the Rolling Stones, the Who, the Kings. It was like a creative explosion in every corner of the United Kingdom.
The Beatles started as a pretty simple pop band, but then they evolved with each album. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band was a before and after, with sound experimentation, psychedelia, and advanced production for its time.
And the Rolling Stone went more for the rock and blues vein. Paint It Black, Sympathy for the Devil, song with a dark and revolution touch.
Besides, those bands didn't only influence music, they also changed fashion, language, youth behavior. They were truly cultural icons.
After the 60s, the 17th are with more distortion, more rebellions. What do we hailing from the decade?
I love Queen. Freddie Mercury was a stage genius. Bohemian Rhapsody is a rock opera that broke all the rules. Nobody expected a song like that on the radio, and it was a hit.
Let's not forget Led Zeppelin. They mixed blues with hard rock and practically invented heavy metal. Songs like Starway to Heaven are still anthems.
There was also punk, with bands like Sex Pistols or The Clash, who were much more raw. They used the short, aggressive lyrics, provocative attitude, but that's also part of the English identity.
Of course, and The Clash was a very political band. Songs like London Calling talk about unemployment, racism, social crisis. They were like chroniclers with guitars.
Hunting the 18th arrived with seizures, modern styles, and the emergence of nicks like new hat and post-punk.
The Smiths, for example, their song one melancholic with poetic and somewhat depressing lyrics. Morrissey had a very particular style, very English.
Also, Depeche Mode, who took synth pop to another level, or Joy Division, who, although they didn't last long, marked a whole generation with dark and existential songs.
And let's not forget David Bowie. He was everywhere: glam rock, soul, electronic, pop. He was chameleonic and a symbol of creative freedom.
And the kind Britpop in the 19th, that was another very important wave. Oasis, Blur, Purple Suit, band with a every breed sound, lyric about common life, and a raw but a charming attitude.
The rivalry between Oasis and Blue was legendary. In the was even called the Valley of Ripple, and the that helped reveal the English musical identity against American dominance.
And if we move to Turner from grime, which is I mentioned before, to return of alternative rock.
Yes, bands like Arctic Monkeys, who bring the British into of fast, sarcastic lyrics. They talk about youth, art, relationships, very Sheffield.
Or Radiohead, who started as an alternative rock band and ended up making electronic, ambient, experimental music with albums like Kid A or In Rainbows.
And let's not forget the global impact of Adele. She brought back the emotional ball with a brutal voice, rolling in the deep, hello songs like you, some that broke records.
There is also the Sheeran who makes a full pop, rap, and ballads with a guitar, and Dua Lipa who inspired the 80s disco music but what on the modern trance. Now a question for everything. What do you think makes English music so special that is managed to stay relevant for so many decades?
I think it's the constant evolution. There's always something new in the British since they don't stagnate.
I would say it's the mix. England has historically been multicultural, and that's reflected in its music. From Caribbean ska to Berlin electronica, they absorb everything.
And it's also the way they connect with the everyday. British lyrics are very visual, very human. They tell you a story, a feeling, a city, a pop, and you see it all.
And we cannot level a city support system. Our schools, smart club, festival, BBC radio, all of this allows new arts to emerge constantly.
We're almost at the end, but before conferring tell me a visit until you would recommend to someone who has never explored the music.
Like Forever by Oasis. It's a song that guides you an idea of Britpop and also has a very positive message.
Heroes by David Bowie, although it was recorded in Germany, the spirit is very English. It's poetic and powerful.
Let It Be by the Beatles. It's simple, but it's really deep. A good starting point for anyone.
Looks by Coldplay is has the mix of melancholy and hope that defines many modern English bands.
He'll go with somebody to love be queen, because in the inconvenience, the sneaky emotion, and incredibly delicate touch. And with we close these episodes of Soccer of Songs of the World. Thank you for going us. We hope this style inspires you to explore it of the English music we is our region is and diverse. Until next time.
Goodbye. See you later.
Goodbye. Thank
Bye.
you.